The word gonna is incorrect grammatically. The equivalent in proper grammar would be going to. When using the word gonna, you are telling someone what you are planning to do at that moment or in the near future. Here are some examples. I'm gonna have some coffee. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna eat some cake. I'm gonna send out my resume. I'm gonna run a marathon. I'm gonna ask her out for dinner. I'm gonna stop smoking. I'm gonna help my friends. I'm gonna take swim lessons. I'm gonna read a book. By using the words I have, you are informing someone of something you have possession of or have acquired. Here are some examples. I have a cat. I have a nice car. I have a house. I have a computer. I have a headache. You may hear the words cannot and won't used with I have. By adding these, you can express what you will not put up with or allow. Here are some examples. I cannot have that behavior in my house. I cannot have you over tonight. I won't have anything to do with that. I won't have it any other way. Again, I have shows possession or something acquired. By adding a past participle, you are informing someone of a past or completed action done by you. Here are some examples. I have done it. I have heard that before. I have driven a car. I have forgotten the words. I have read that book. I have eaten at that restaurant before. I have flown in an airplane. I have forgiven you. I have seen you before. I have written a letter. Used to expresses something that was done in the past and is not usually done now. Here are some examples. I used to develop websites. I used to jog every day. I used to paint. I used to smoke. I used to work from home. I used to live in California. I used to go to the beach every day. I used to sing in a choir. I used to like vegetables. I used to start work at 6 o'clock. The words have to describe something that needs to take place soon. It expresses certainty, necessity, or obligation. Here are some examples. I have to switch schools. I have to use the telephone. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to leave. I have to unpack my bags. You can also add the word don't to suggest that someone is not required to do something. I don't have to switch schools. I don't have to use the telephone. I don't have to go to the bathroom. I don't have to leave. I don't have to unpack my bags. The word wanna is incorrect grammatically. It is equivalent to want to. When combined with the word I, it helps communicate something you want to do. Here are some examples. I want to talk. I want to search for a job. I want to order some food. I want to marry her. I want to listen to that song. By adding the word don't, you can change the meaning of what you are saying to something you want to do to something you do not want to do. Here are some examples. I don't want to talk. I don't want to search for a job. I don't want to marry her. I don't want to listen to that song. I don't want to order some food. I gotta is grammatically incorrect. It is more of a spoken form. If you want to say this with proper grammar, the equivalent would be I have got to or I've got to. In the spoken form, got to is shortened to gotta, and the word have is dropped. Here are some examples. I gotta manage my money. I gotta obey the laws. I gotta move to a bigger house. I gotta impress my boss. I gotta brush my teeth. By adding the word have, You can change what you're saying to express something that needs to be done in the near future. Here are some examples. I have got to be on time to work. I have got to try harder at school. I've got to tell my wife I'll be late. I've got to learn more about the laws. I've got to clean my house today.